Ever heard of a janitor and gas station attendant who, upon his passing, left behind an $8 million fortune? This isn't a movie plot or a lottery winner's tale. This is the incredible true story of Ronald Read, a humble man from Vermont who became a secret multimillionaire. And his story holds the key to how anyone, regardless of their income, can build serious wealth. So, how did he do it? It wasn't a high-flying tech stock or a lucky inheritance. It was something far more accessible, something all of us can do. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll understand his simple, yet powerful, three-part strategy. Ronald Read lived a remarkably simple life. He was born in 1921 into a poor farming family. He was the first in his family to graduate high school, and he walked or hitchhiked 4 miles to school every day. After serving in World War II, he returned to his hometown of Brattleboro, Vermont, and worked as a gas station attendant and mechanic for 25 years. After retiring from that job, he took a part-time janitor position at a local JCPenney, where he worked for another 17 years. He drove a second-hand Toyota Yaris, used safety pins to hold his old coat together, and was known to chop his own firewood well into his 90s to save on heating bills. To his friends and family, he was just Ron, a quiet, frugal, and unassuming guy. No one, absolutely no one, suspected he was sitting on a multi-million-dollar fortune. The secret was unveiled after he passed away in 2014 at the age of 92. When his will was read, the community was stunned. Ronald Read had amassed a portfolio worth nearly $8 million. He bequeathed $2 million to his stepchildren and caregivers, and the remaining $6 million was a surprise donation to his local hospital and library institutions he had frequented but never hinted he could support in such a monumental way. The news went viral. How could a man with such a modest income accumulate such staggering wealth? The answer wasn't in what he earned, but in what he did with what he earned. Let's break down his secret formula, and the first pillar is the most obvious one: live below your means. This sounds simple, but Ronald Read took it to an art form. He wasn't just frugal, he was hyper-frugal. His life was a masterclass in delayed gratification. While the world around him was chasing the latest cars, gadgets, and fashion, Ronald was content with what he had. He patched his clothes, drove an old car, and avoided debt like the plague. This extreme frugality wasn't about deprivation for its own sake. It was about creating a gap, a surplus between his income and his expenses. Every dollar he didn't spend on a new car or a fancy dinner was a dollar he could put to work. For most of us, we don't need to be as extreme as Ronald, but the principle is universal. The bigger the gap between what you earn and what you spend, the more financial firepower you have to build wealth. It's the foundation upon which everything else is built. The second pillar of Ronald's strategy was patience. He wasn't a day trader or a trend chaser. He was a long-term investor. He started investing in the 1950s and held onto his stocks for decades. Decades! Think about that. He held through market crashes, recessions, booms, and busts. He saw the rise and fall of countless economic cycles but never panicked. He understood that true wealth isn't built overnight. It's the result of time and compounding. He treated his stocks not as lottery tickets but as ownership in real businesses. He let them grow, reinvested the dividends, and allowed the magic of compound interest to do its work over a very, very long time. This is a crucial lesson. In our world of instant gratification, we want results now. But Ronald Read's story is a powerful reminder that patience is perhaps the most potent tool in an investor's arsenal. He played the long game, and he won big. The third and final pillar of his strategy was consistency and smart choices. Ronald didn't just save money. He invested it wisely. He read the Wall Street Journal, Barron's, and researched companies at his local library. He didn't invest in flashy, speculative ventures. Instead, he bought shares in solid, blue-chip companies that he understood, companies that paid dividends. We're talking about household names like Procter & Gamble, Johnson & Johnson, Coca-Cola, and Wells Fargo. These are businesses that have stood the test of time, providing essential goods and services. By focusing on these stable, dividend-paying stocks, he created a passive income stream. He would then take those dividends and reinvest them back into buying more shares, creating a powerful snowball effect. Over decades, this slow and steady process of buying, holding, and reinvesting transformed his modest savings from a janitor's salary into a multi-million-dollar empire. He proved you don't need a finance degree or an inside track on Wall Street. You just need common sense, discipline, and a commitment to a consistent strategy. So, what can we learn from the incredible life of Ronald Read? The lessons are profound and timeless. First, your income doesn't determine your financial destiny. Your savings rate does. It's not about how much you make, but how much you keep. A high earner who spends everything will end up with nothing, while a modest earner who saves diligently can build a fortune. Second, patience is your superpower. The stock market will be volatile. There will be scary headlines and moments of panic. But those who stay the course, who don't let fear dictate their decisions, are the ones who are rewarded in the long run. Time in the market is far more important than timing the market. Finally, keep it simple. You don't need complex financial products or risky strategies. A diversified portfolio of quality, dividend-paying stocks held for the long term is a proven path to wealth. Ronald Read's story is the ultimate proof that the American dream is alive and well, but it might not look the way you think. It's not about fame, luxury, or a high-powered career. It's about freedom, security, and the ability to make a difference. Ronald's wealth allowed him to live life on his own terms and, in the end, to leave a lasting legacy that will benefit his community for generations to come. He showed us that the most powerful financial tool is not a big salary, but a disciplined mindset. He was the millionaire next door, hiding in plain sight, and his story is a blueprint for anyone who wants to achieve financial independence. You don't need to be a genius. You don't need to get lucky. You just need to save more than you spend, invest patiently and consistently, and let time do the heavy lifting. Thank you for watching. If you found this story as inspiring as I did, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content that can help you on your financial journey. What's the biggest lesson you took from Ronald Read's life? Let me know in the comments below. See you next time.